Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are or whenever you're watching this video. Today's episode is the first episode of the season 5. It's been long. I had a big break and was not feeling well, but I'm going to kickstart this for the next 3 months. This is the first episode with Feng Shui practitioner. I am so excited about this episode, and I know 𝔸𝕦𝕚𝕚 for a while. I worked with her. And we were in the same group as well. I'm so excited to have her on this episode, and it's also a little bit. I am superstitious in certain ways. I want my first episode to be good and kick it off strongly. Every episode is the same, but I wanted this energy to come in, and I've been wanting her to be on my show for a while. At last, she got comfortable to come live, and that's what we are going to do. Another thing which I really wanted you to do, if you've not heard about Feng Shui, or if you've not heard about the energy placement and the energy flow within your house, this would be the best episode you can start out with. And 𝔸𝕦𝕚𝕚's channel has got more details as well. Today, we will be touching on many aspects of Feng Shui, but the main aspect is about how to do Feng Shui, or how to create that energy flow within your home office space. May it be you're on a sofa or on a camper van, which 𝔸𝕦𝕚𝕚 does most of the time, or wherever you are, that is your haven. How can we arrange yourself? Yourself is the most important. 𝔸𝕸𝕚𝕚 will reiterate that going forward. So let me read out the bio for you. And sit out, relax, and listen to her. 𝔸𝕸𝕚𝕚 is a Feng Shui practitioner and a harmony designer. She has been helping individuals to create harmony within themselves and positive energy flow in their home, so they can have or get energetic support for achieving their goals and make their dreams come true. She has been guiding people on their transformational journey from the victim mode to the powerful creator mode. Isn't it wonderful? Going from the victim mode to the powerful creator. We are all creators, aren't we? She guides individuals to lead healthy lives with more ease, so that they can create abundance and live their full potential in alignment with their soul purpose. On this note, I am going to get 𝔸𝕸𝕚𝕚 come online, and I'm going to change the view so that she's, hey, how are you?
Hi, thank you for this beautiful intro, and I'm so honored to be like first guest in your new series. So thank you very much for having me.
At last I got you. So tell us about yourself. How did you've been doing this for quite a while, aren't you? You've almost 20 years or so you've been doing this. So how did you end up being a Feng Shui practitioner?
It starts more than 25 years ago, when I got my first Feng Shui book, and I was fascinated with that, like, what? I can just put some object here and there and change my life. It looks like a miracle will happen. So I tried it, but it didn't work for me, obviously. So I thought probably I missed something. I got another book and then another, but I started to become more and more confused. So because I was able to find pieces of advice completely different or opposite to almost anything, but only one thing was the same in all books. If you have a bad Feng Shui in your home, this could cause you a problem in your life. So when we were going to build our house back in 2001, I invited a Feng Shui practitioner because even after reading all these books, I still wasn't able to use that. And I expected that she will talk about colors and where I can put crystals or hang charms. But I was really surprised because she started, oh, this wall shouldn't be here and this door should be over there because energy needs to flow. And I was like, what? And in that moment, I realized two things. At first, Feng Shui is not what I was thinking before. And second, it's just impossible to learn it from books. So I subscribed to a course and I started to visit seminars and workshops. And after a few years, I was confident enough that, yes, now I understand that everything is okay now. And in the same time, we finished our house. It was built, so we were able to move in. I was over the moon, but then I realized that my oldest daughter just can't live there. And it was shock, like, why? I just did everything, right? Energy can flow. What's this? So I had to invite a dowser, and he realized that, oh, there is some pathogenic zone under the house, even the underground water. And he suggested that, oh, you just have to move away from the house. What? You just moved in? No way. This is my dream house. I'm not going to move anyway. So again, I started to study and I wanted to figure out what to do, how we can keep the house and live in harmony. So it was a long journey, but by studying all these things, quite naturally, my friends asked me to help them with their house. So I started like being a practitioner without knowing that. Only then one of my friends suggested, oh, you should do that like a profession. Like, what? Oh, maybe yes. Oh, yes, I'm just doing that. So why not? So I signed up to another serious school, Feng Shui International, to get a license, because I thought, oh, I know everything, but I just want to be official, so I will get some, document about it. But then I realized, wow, there's so much more things I can learn about Feng Shui, about how energy works. I started to study Chinese medicine and exercises like Qigong and Tai Chi and a whole bunch of new things. This was like gate to a new universe to me. So then I realized that how powerful creators we are. If we are able to master our energy, we can do anything. And so I just decided that I want to bring this awareness to as many people as possible. And this is what I'm doing now. I'm just teaching people how to become a creator, how to master their energy, how to bring more harmony in their homes, and just let energy flow and create this positive impact on their lives.
Ooh, that's really, so you still live in the same house, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're almost using your practice. You've almost made harmony in that, flow in
yes,
that.
And there is another story, if I can share, because
yeah,
it was a long journey. I started to buy things, objects that were supposed to help, and I just was testing that, but I just followed instructions. And okay, my daughter was able to sleep a little bit better, but I still wasn't sure because I wasn't able to feel it myself. There was still some like shade of this uncertainty. But then my friend suggested to invite one man because he does this clearing of space. It was like, okay, so we were sitting, I remember this moment when we were sitting in our living room. I explained what is my problem, and he asked me, just close your eyes. So I closed my eyes, imagine the space around you. So I was in living room, okay. But after a few seconds, I just was able to see how the space was full of white lights and the roof just moved away. I was in like a beautiful space. I felt like real life and everything. I was like, what's that? And I was so curious, what are you doing? I just did nothing. I was just sitting there and smiling and just relaxed. I was like, what? But then I was happy with that, like, okay, now we have this energy, everything is okay. But then he remembered, oh, I just need an approval from all members of your family that I can just do these things with your energy in your house. So I called my husband, if that's okay for him, and he just refused. Now, just send him away. I just don't want to. So disappointed, but it was so important moment to me because I was reading about this work in books, or I watched videos, some spiritual gurus was talking about it, but now I had a proof because this was like normal guy. He was sitting next to me in my living room and smiling and just, this is possible. So he, of course, he just undid the beautiful energy. But I decided, okay, if he was able to do it, so I have to find out how I can do that. And I did, and now I can do that, and everyone can do that. Wow. We are so powerful creator, and now I can see that this was the universe leading me and putting all these obstacles in my way, so and pushing me into to learn all these things and just get all these experiences. So now I can help people, and this is my mission. So this is what I'm doing. I'm so passionate.
So you work with both their internal energy and also the energy around the house, yeah? So yes, that's what more important is. If we cannot clean ourselves, if we cannot have that energy flow within, it is going to reflect. Life is like a mirror, right? So what is in is going to be reflected out. Exactly. So it doesn't matter how many objects you put around your house, around if your energy is not right, you're not able to be within that space. That's interesting. The same thing happens in India. I come from a family where my uncle is the Vastu. Vastu is Vedic way of arranging the flow within the house. Feng Shui is Chinese way, and Vastu is more of Indian and Vedic Hindu philosophy. But he used to say the same, like, don't build a house nearer the hospital. Don't build a house where the energy grid, the electricity energy, where the lines are, don't build a house there, because these energy and that energy will combust and create a negative energy. So that is a point. And I always used to think, how is that possible? It's if we could. At the same time, these days, we cannot have all those luxuries. In olden days, we had bigger houses, we can see to all of this. Now we've got a smaller space. We've become more nuclear in doing things. So I am more interested in, when I was talking to you, I was more interested in, you do camping and you take your dog and you go on your camper van. How I always thought that it is a little bit harder and it is challenging to do Feng Shui in a smaller space. What is your thought on that? And do we need to do Feng Shui in a smaller space, and how important it is?
Of course, the smaller space you have, the more important is to just organize the energy can flow. What I'm doing when I'm in my camper van. So at first, I always find a place like the same system if I would build a house, to have something in covering my back and some beautiful view. And this is about the position of a camper. And then when I'm inside, so I need to sit in a place where I can see the doors, I can see the windows. So I have this, like no one could enter without, I could see. I can control the place. I have my back covered and I can clear the space. I will talk about that. I prepared 5 tips what you can do, but this is important, and you can do this in any space, and you can just do the best in every space, even if you don't have like ideal situation. And I will talk at first about the ideal situation, but if you have some limits or just not ideal situation, don't worry, I will cover you. I will always tell how to fix that or just what to do. There's always the best you can do in every situation.
Yeah, that's more important, isn't it? The smaller the space, you need to have more energy flow, because that's where it can become a little bit crampier. So you need that flow to happen so that it is it creates that space. I wanted to know about, you mentioned about these 5 elements. What are the 5 elements, and how can we use those 5 elements in what we do, and also how we do it? So
these 5 elements, this is like a cornerstone of Feng Shui. And it's not only about like real elements. It's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. But it's not only about these real elements. It's about the kind of energy. They represent energy
within our body.
Yes. There is a cycle. It's probably complicated to explain that everything here, but as we are talking about abundance and home office and everything, so I can show. Now I've got lost because I had this presentation. Okay, so I will talk about practical meaning of this element in your office. You can imagine this energy. I will start with wood energy, and if you imagine a forest, and you try to close your eyes and feel this constant growth, and everything is green, and this lines, like vertical lines and everything. And this is so powerful energy of the constant growth and the abundance of trees and everything. So this energy you can use if your work is creative and you will grow your business, you would like to grow a number of your clients, you have a small company and you would like to increase the numbers of everything, you would like feel this vital energy, or you will just develop something. And how you can use it? The best way is just use plant. Use a plant because there is a life in it. But you can also use another characteristics like these vertical stripes somewhere, or just object of talisman or shapes, or wood-like material. And things like this.
Earthy tones, more earthy tones like browns and that type of.
Yes, and I will talk more about plant because it's not only like get a plant. You need to think about if the plant will have enough light, or if you have enough space on your table or somewhere, because Feng Shui is always about harmony. And I'm always encouraging people to feel it. Don't think, because this was a mistake I made before. I was trying to figure it out with my mind, but the energy is more about how you feel. So try to feel it, try to observe the plant, try to choose intuitively the plant. Don't choose the plant with how to tell it. Better plant is with leaves, like round leaves.
Yeah. Money shape plant.
Yes.
Which has got the rounder, so not sharper edges, but
not sharp. Yes, not sharp, because it's
I understand. Like, don't put cactus in.
Don't put cactus.
Many people put cactus on their desk. I was like, no, don't put that, because
no, I wouldn't put cactus.
Even rose, you've got to rose plant
energy. No.
Because it's a desert, and like my uncle used to say, we never used to put a cactus or anything which grows in desert, like in where there is no water or anything, like dry place. We don't put that in the house at all. It is considered to be, in Vastu, it's considered to be not harmonious, and also couples will quarrel. Anyone who is in the house will quarrel a lot, like they'll have the arguments. So that's what. So what we do with the other elements, how do we use other elements? It's also balance, isn't it? We've got the greens, wood, and how do we use other elements with it? Where do we put
fire? Okay, fire is most like dynamic energy. If you imagine fire, it is hot and just radiating to. So you can use fire energy if you want to be more active or reach more people, be more dynamic, and you can use that with color, but be careful by using fire as an element, because if you will use too much red color or just too active, so it could be disturbing, or you could be anxious or still like So you can use a little bit red color. Here are some examples. You can use a candle, but only if your table is big enough, because you
don't want to burn.
Careful.
You don't want to burn your house down. So what is the other elements which we could use?
Then here, the earth element, if you want to be more grounded, or if you don't need to grow, but you want to have more stable income, you want to be more grounded, or if you are working in realities, or just this kind of grounding. If you need this kind of energy, you can use again, you can see the examples. But
so when we use, I'm sorry to interrupt, I'm trying to think. So when we use plants, the soil within that plant, sometimes we use manure and other things, but the soil could be one part of earth, right? Like even the crystals, they're all earth elements, right?
Crystals are great, yes. And there is, each object contains more elements. It's hard to find, okay, you can find a stone and it's an element, but even if the stone is circle shape, it's a little bit metal element, or it's not about it. You can find only unique element or only one element. Every object contains more elements, so it's important to find object where is like prevalent element is that what you need.
Interesting. So we've covered wood, we've covered fire, we've covered earth, and
now it's
metal and
metal energy is if you work with numbers, like exact numbers, or something you need to sharp focus on things, and just quite opposite. As you want to be creative, you just can just create new things, invent something. But if you need to focus on something,
structure
and a bit more structure, so you can use metal element to support this kind of energy and keep you more focused and more structured.
Wow, interesting. So where do we use water then?
Water element is water connected everything. So if you
also cleanses, isn't it? It cleanses as well, water.
Yes. So if you, for example, if you are a therapist and if you need to have like a deeper connection with your clients, you want to connect more on a deeper level, you can use water element. But I will warn you, don't use too much water element. Again, it's a strong element. Don't use a table like in this example. It's just like glass is water element, but don't use table like this because there's no stability. You just can't to be stable and grounded on the table like this. Don't use that. But you can use a small fountain or even picture if you don't have enough space on your table. So you can use something small or some examples.
Oh, interesting. So I think we need to have the balance. We cannot have one thing.
Of course.
Because as a creator, I do need to have more of earth and also more of wood element. But however, I would like the structure, I would like the flow. So you need to connect. So how do we place this? How do we know for money, I need this to be placed in certain way? How do we know? How do we separate the space and put these things in so that it's harmonious? How do we do that?
Yes. I encourage people to feel that, but you can use also this chart. I expect many people. I have a dog here.
Wow, that's cool.
This is my dog.
Okay.
Move on. Okay, so
disturbed him. Poor guy, he was sleeping.
Okay, I expect many people are familiar with this chart, and I can see the same mistake people do when they are thinking about, okay, I need more money, I just need to activate my money sector on my table or somewhere. But of course, that's a great idea. Activate it. You can activate. Okay, if you have the table, you will sit here. So just you can do this, and in this corner. So imagine your table, and you can just imagine it like this, and you can put here some wood element. It could be plant, as we were talking about it. If your work table is small, you can place only like small, this lucky bamboo, just.
Yeah, I know. I have got the small one. I always think that it used to be very small. It used to be really
yes.
grown, and I'm thinking, oh, should this need to be replanted? It's not growing, it's not expanding, but it seemed to grow up and create.
Yes. Or before, I was using also like these Chinese symbols, money. Money tree, but I always prefer live plant, because there is a life in that, and it grows really. You can observe how it grows if you put enough, energy and love to the plant. And
I talk to my plants. I talk to everything.
Yes, that's a great idea. Just talk to the plant. Or if your table is really small, you can use the plant anywhere in your space, and just your intention will make that your money tree or money plant.
Yeah.
And you can talk to that. You can spend some time every day by observing that, talk to this plant, and imagine how your abundance is, money are coming and wealth is growing, and things like this. Make this connection with this plant, with this growth, feel that. So this is the inner part. So it's not only this one place on your table where you can do that. You can do that anywhere. It's important is this intention. You can just set that, okay, this is my money tree. Okay, I have enough space here near my window, and there is enough light for that plant, but this is my money plant. And you can do that. You can do that. You can use any other object. You can use also a small fountain, or you can create your treasure symbolically.
Yes.
Put some money into nice dolls or something and just put it there. But it's not only about that object. It could be anything. Important is that you set this intention and you connect with it energetically. You know about it. And it reminds you every day that, my money are growing because I'm working on that. And another thing, it's not only about that object. Object doesn't do anything of the itself. You just need to work on 3 levels. And first is the intention. You need to have a vision. What do you want to grow? How much money, or what is abundance to you? And then you need to have a plan and just do some real steps in some action in real life. Just follow your plan. And then this is part of work. This is only energetical support. You put the object and it can remind you your plan.
It's like a vision board. It's like a vision board.
Yes, exactly. It's like a vision board. I will talk about vision board later because this is also one.
We've got only 5-10 minutes to go, so it's already for 30 minutes.
Oh.
Time just flies when you're talking about things which you love, isn't it? So let's you help other people in doing it. It's better to get a practitioner because they've studied and they know the way to do it than you yourself doing it. But sometimes we have to start somewhere. So what other things can we do to start? How can we start this out? What tips do you have for us? You showed us what are the elements we should be using, and you told us this chart where we need to have everything in place. However, but for example, many of us, because of the situation we've been in for the last 20 months, we are more stressed. We are working from home, firstly, and we are more stressed as well. There is no division of, okay, this is the work hour, this is our family hour, this is education hour. There is no, it's all mixed together. How can we bring that harmony in our lives so that we can achieve more, even at home?
First thing is become aware of that energy. Be aware of your power, and then you can create it. I can talk about meditation, but if you're not the person who just meditates regularly, you can create a vision board and make this connection on a regular basis to just see your goal, set the intention, and then you can wait and put your hand on your heart and just let come ideas to you. I could talk about this chart. I wanted to talk about it. It's not only like activate this money sector, but if you have an issue with money, you need to think about, okay, why I have this issue? What's the problem? Am I making like not enough money? So I need to activate also another sector, probably career. I can, if I'm not clear what I need to do in my life, so I can put compass or lighthouse in this sector or anywhere in the house, and just be aware what's the problem with money, not only
being more mindful of
being more think about what's my issue, where could I start, and then start from that. Not only, I don't have money. If your issue with money is that you are spending too much, so you can also activate another sector. Probably you have some limiting belief about money, so you just are giving them away, and so you need to activate this sector of inner knowledge and journal about your limiting beliefs about money. If you are maybe artist and you would like to make more money with your art, but you are not able to reach enough people with your art, you can also activate this sector. Or here is sector of friends, and it's not only physical friends, it's like support from your spiritual guides, and so you can beautiful work with this chart, but you need to start to see what's the problem. Not only I need more money, because if you are afraid that you will not have enough money, so even if you will win a lottery, the fear is still there, and so you will be afraid that you will lose that money or something, because this is just feeling. So you need to just journal about it, or
give us
just
five things. So firstly, we need to be mindful of what the problem is. At least accept that you've got a problem. I think that's the first thing. And the second thing is me being mindful of, okay, I've got this problem. What are the other things which needs to support this problem so that it can be solved? You need to have that knowledge to go, and also what are the other supplementary things which we can. So is there any way like do you have a ritual? Okay, this is one thing. Do you have a ritual? I've got a special ritual when I come into office, or when I talk to everything here. And I also put things, sometimes I don't, it depends how often, but I am more prepared these days than any time. How do we, like, some people have got this problem that they don't clean the desk before they finish for the day. I made sure that the desk at least is arranged properly. Doesn't have to be neat and everything, but at least arranged properly so that it is not cluttered. So do you have any ritual for cleansing the space, or how often do you
do? Yes, of course. I love rituals, and you can start by just lit the candle, and for better because it helps to focus, and it also clears the space. I use another way how to clear the space, but not everyone can just have this smell or something in the room. So easiest way is just lit a candle and focus on that light and set intention, and you can clear the space with just imagine how it's clearing, how all negative energy, all energies are just burning in this fire of this candle. You can do that just with your mind if you are not able to do that with, or you can use the incense sticks or anything, but these are just two parts of this ritual, and one part is just something like or candle or anything like material object, but another important part is this intention and your energy.
Yeah.
So you need to do the both. And I would suggest create a vision board and use that before you will start the work. So just lit a candle
You've got
and spend a few minutes just to see that, feel that energy, feel as if you achieve your goal. So this could be also like a ritual.
You've got a video of how to create the vision board, right? You've done. We'll put the link in the description, so go and check that out. So now we've got to wind up. So what I am going to ask is, if people want to, we will put the social links for how to get in touch with 𝔸𝕦𝕚𝕚 about that. And she's got 5 elements which she's talked about. She's got a free giveaway as well. So she will put that link below in the description as well. So, and on her channel, I will put the link to the channel as well. All the links will be below. So all you've got to do is like this and go and check out her YouTube channel. She's got quite a lot of both. She's got both English channel and also her language. What language do you speak? Polish. Slovak.
No, Slovak.
Slovak, sorry, Slovak channel as well. That's got quite a few. So if you understand that language, you can go and watch that as well. She's got two, and on the English channel, she's got really good videos of how to do vision board and how to. She even talks about Feng Shui in detail and gives tips and other things as well. So please check her out, and also like and subscribe to my channel. That would be good. And I'm planning on bringing in more experts to give you how to make money online, and also how to make money. It's more important of aligning ourselves in such a way so that when money comes, we are in the alignment with that money energy, so that we can create more of it. So that's our problem. Our problem is non-alignment with the money. So that's me. And also, thank you very much for coming on and explaining to us all of this. And I know we can go on and on about this together, and we can get you on. So yes, go speak to 𝔸𝕦𝕚𝕚 and find out how you can download that freebie she has got. And also, please do go and it's nice feeling, right? Give a like and subscribe. And if you think someone else will benefit from this video, benefit from what 𝔸𝕦𝕚𝕚 has explained, please share this video. That will be great. And until I see you next, be good, be happy, and be joyful. Thank you very much. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.